I'm Ruth Window.
Ken Hansen.
Jorge Romero, and I'm a team mechanic. Tell me a little bit about how you feel with our tires during camp right now. You guys are running the Maxxis Forces.
I'm enjoying them so far. I've just done one short ride on them, so really looking forward to riding a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, the Forza was, our flagship tire for 2014, and we race in all sorts of conditions, wet, dry. The tires are great. I mean, they're just a really versatile tire that you can always rely on in any kind of condition.
So I can tell you right now that for 2015, we're going to be running this new Maxxis tire. That's their high-end tire. It's called the Campione. It has K2 threading, and it has silkworm, and it has 3 composites on its compound. So it's going to perform even better, providing you a lighter tire, and hopefully a tire that punctures even less than what the Forzas do. Can you rent some of the prototypes as we do some R&D for Maxxis? Do you have any feedback on that?
I'd say that one of the biggest advantages was we had a lot less punctures than most of the other pro teams in Europe, and that makes a big difference, especially when you're racing, not having to worry about that, because you ride through some of the worst road surfaces in the world, all over the place, and the Forzas were great. I mean, they handled it, perfectly, and we had very few punctures, and you come through some sections where it's dry and sandy, and then other times where it's like muddy and wet, and you don't really have to worry about it. The tires just hooked up really well. They're great.
What are your expectations of what you want out of the tire, how they want you to perform?
Like Ken's been saying, we race in so many different conditions, so just having a versatile tire is great. And the low puncturing, I've punctured maybe even less than 5 times this year, which is pretty phenomenal.
For training this season, you'll be using the Maxxis Refuse, which is our flagship training tire. Ken can tell you a little bit about how it performs. Ken, what would you like to share with Ruth about its performance?
Well, I mean, what you want out of a training tire is obviously really good puncture protection, which obviously the Maxxis Refuse has, and then also you get a lot of miles out of it. I mean, I even had an instance a couple weeks ago back home where I ran over a nail and it had gone through the top of the tire and was hitting the frame, and I had to stop, pull the nail out, rode home, no problem, no punctures. So they're awesome tires for training.
It has Max Shield, cross bead to bead. It's a high-end puncture protection, as Ken explained, and it's built with a silkworm all across. It's going to give you a lot of miles. All right?
Sounds fantastic. Thank you.
Excellent.